It's a rollicking scene in Buffalo, New York, as the NHL has taken it outside.
It's almost as if Mother Nature was cued and took her cue on time.
Good afternoon and welcome. There is something very special about taking hockey out into the elements, back to its roots, but we needed the right place, the right teams, and the right time, and we've found them all.
Buffalo is an excellent hockey town, and I know they're going to support this event. They've supported the Buffalo Sabres in a very regal way the last couple of years. This is going to be a big deal in this city.
Okay, I got 4 together for 60 in section 124, row 26.
The tickets were the easy part. Building a hockey rink in the middle of an outdoor football stadium? A bit more difficult, especially thanks to a less than warm welcome from Mother Nature.
This side's gonna be the windiest side, okay? So it's very important that we keep it low. Slow it down a little bit. Can I get a few people, please?
Most of you have seen the weather. We got a little gust. We lost a piece of the tarp. And we decided to change our timetable around and did a few other things so we didn't get anybody injured or hurt that night. We unloaded, I don't know, half a dozen trailers, I guess, with our mat systems. We had 3,000 sheets of plywood down on the field. We had to move that all into position, set up our stuff in the tunnel, our piping down the tunnel for the refrigeration system, the pieces of scaffold to hold that up. It's elevated as you go down that tunnel. Got everything prepared so we were ready to go.
NHL Facilities Operations Manager Dan Craig rallied his staff early Monday morning with the wind still kicking up a storm outside.
Nice.
Okay, this trailer is weighted down, right?
And readied them for a week filled with challenges and little margin for error.
The synopsis is right now that the winds are supposed to be dying down to about 15 miles an hour by 8 o'clock tonight. So as long as we're got ahead of steam by somewhere between 6 and 8, I think we should be able to rock and roll all night.
About 2 o'clock, right before we anticipated the wind would die down a little bit, we brought in a crew and started to do the snow removal. The snow removal went pretty quickly. We got that done around 4, and that's when we started to build the plywood roads that'll support the development of the whole rink. And they came around the outside, the perimeter of the rink. After that, we brought in the Dowtherm product, and that's what we'll use to level off the crown of the field.
The wind is what plays havoc with us in here right now, because this particular stadium, it swirls a lot. Even if you go up into the back parking lot last night, we thought it was fairly calm to start bringing styrofoam down, came down into here, and we were still getting gusts of 28 miles an hour down in here. So it does play havoc with us here. Today we made really good progress overnight. As you can tell from the shot from last night, the insulation is down, plywood's down, 3/4 of the mat, the ice mat is now in place, and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, we had some flex time built into our first 3 days of scheduling, and unfortunately we used that all up on the first day, so we've had to push our crews pretty hard here the last 48 hours, and you know, we gave them a couple of hours for Christmas dinner here. And the crews are doing really well today.
We're in high gear now.
There's probably about 4 or 5 rooms that the TV never leaves the weather station, weather channel. You know every hour what's coming, and that's the way you work. You just tell guys we're moving forward. Yes, it's a battle, but we pick our spots and we get out there and we do sections and we back up a little bit and then go back at it and do another section and just keep plugging away. You couldn't ask for a better day than today. Today, I don't know if you take a look at the Bobcats that are coming in, we had to make sure that the sand was warm and nice and loose so that it would go between the pipes so we can saturate it properly. And as soon as the sand is down, we go out there with the hose and we make sure that the sand is totally saturated right down to the plastic. So when our system is full, the refrigeration compressors get fired up. And between the compressors and Mother Nature, we'll make ice. At the same time, as you notice, the boards are going up. So that will, by the time you get back here tomorrow, the boards, it will be a full enclosed hockey rink. As you notice, looking out there today, you see an auxiliary rink that has nice green fluid through it, which is the antifreeze that takes the refrigerant down and cools the floor. We have ice on the main rink and we're moving forward. The surface right now is at 20 degrees. We'll drop it another 2 degrees here at 3 o'clock. And then Mother Nature will help us take over a little bit later here tonight. We're moving along very smoothly. The rain didn't have anything to do with us today. As a matter of fact, we call it God helping us make ice today, because as quick as it was falling, we were freezing it.
Video boards are coming in this morning.
I'm looking right now. Yeah.
Tunnel's going to be extremely busy.
I got it. It's in the tunnel.
We're going to move it when we're out of here.
Before you guys go, Dan, you got anything?
Just making ice today, and we'll take a look at the weather for later today to see if we can paint later today. If not, we'll just have to slide 12 hours.
So they're going to do this corner, that corner, and the other corner, and then we'll just go right on top, and we'll cut our plywood into the radius, and then we're good.
What we're doing right now is, if you look out onto the field, you'll see the ice crew, which is from the HSBC Arena. Ice crew is here on site. They have now taken over from the construction part and now are building this hockey sheet exactly like they would build a hockey sheet at any other NHL facility. We're sealing the white in right now, and we're going to make sure that we have a good seal over top of the white before we proceed with our lines and logos.
Pretty cool experience for you, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, it means a lot. It's good exposure for the guys. It gives them something a little different to do than what we normally do at the arena. You know, we do a lot of cool stuff there, but I mean, this is a totally different element that's really, you know, a cool thing to be a part of.
Harder, though, than doing it in the arena?
A little bit chillier.
It's like fun, huh?
Sheet of ice was being prepared in Orchard Park. The Sabres and Penguins played a bit of a warm-up, if you will, Saturday night in Pittsburgh. In the very early hours of Sunday morning, rather than returning the team's equipment to HSBC Arena, the truck rolled into the tunnel of Ralph Wilson Stadium. By Sunday afternoon, the field level of the Ralph had undergone a complete conversion. The ice rink was in.
The ice is ready to go. We're ready to skate. Drop the puck, let's go. It's on.
And it was time for the next layer of the game day presentation to be introduced. Miles of audio and video cable were installed to accommodate 3 national television networks, a live band, and a scoreboard show worthy of a big event. But for something of this magnitude, more than a little bit of rehearsal was in order.
They will play the video that's on the main board down here. Right.
You know, I think Hank Callender said it best. It's like an Olympics. You know, everybody wearing the same jackets and strolling around in a new environment and kind of bigger than what we're used to.
Monday, New Year's Eve. Now, less than 24 hours to puck drop. And a chance for each team to get acclimated to an atmosphere like they had never before experienced.
The chili's from the 5-point whitetail buck I shot opening morning, November 17th.
How's Willie's chili?
It's good. Hopefully nobody gets food poisoning.
I made it last night. If it was food poisoning, this would be the last.
Last venison chili.
Yeah, it'll be the last of my job.
I was talking to Trent Edwards. He put a bunch of stuff on his face when they played Cleveland. He said he couldn't open his mouth in the huddle, so be careful.
What do you think, Ryan?
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cold.
Oh, I see. We go outside, so we just look.
You know, the way it looks and everything, I was, you know, really surprised by it. You know, I didn't know what to think of it, and you know, now skating out there, I feel like it's a great thing, and hopefully there's more to come.
Take the win in the first or take the win in the second? I think we might be better to get it with us. Right off the bat? What about now you're all sweaty and you're go with the win in the second period, and while you're fresh, skate into the win. In the second period, I don't know. Maybe we're doing too much thinking. What's the matter to you? I thought to go with the win the first period.
I was just gonna say, whatever the forwards want, I'll deal with it, because we gotta skate like Whistler against the win is a bigger deal.
What's that? Yeah, I know.
Whistler against the win is a bigger deal.
We're gonna take this bench and be with the win the first period.
I just said it kind of brings you back to your roots. It was, you really felt like you could stay out there a couple hours. One of those ones where you just scrimmaged all day long.
Ah, yeah! Put it up! Gibby, I bet you I can put it in the, like 20 rows up in the blue.
You like it back home?
This is fun.
Ah! Anyway, soup out of battle. Play it 15 seconds, you got to play it!
Well, it's great. You know, you walk in the dressing room, everyone's smiling, and get out on the ice, and everyone's having fun. Just brings you back to your youth and what you played this game for that many years. Just go back to having fun and playing the game.
Right now, it reminds me when I was like a real kid, you know, and playing outside just for fun.
You could see it in the players' faces. It was, you guys even look cheerful out there.
Got to have a scrimmage. They'll change the Canada Cup and that. We'll end up having a scrimmage.
Good idea.
Yeah, you get a chance to sit in the bench and give it a feel for it.
Did you sit on those?
I have. I sat on earlier. I needed some green tea and a massage. It's like a sauna in there. That skate tomorrow morning for the extra guys at 8. It'll be cold. Oh, it'll be cold. It'll be a little cold for you guys.
You know what, I think the idea is absolutely fabulous. I think, yes, we are as players, creatures of habit, but to get out of the routine for a game like this, I'm just telling you, it was just so cool to be out there. So, I mean, I thought it was unbelievable, and I'm not even playing. So, you know, for them, I think it's a thrill of a lifetime to play a game like this, center stage, in a great facility. The ice was awesome. The little snow flying, which made it even better, and you know, Buffalo weather again was beautiful.
And hockey, I think, is a game you have to come to appreciate. And so we're going to have not only more people here, but hopefully they get a sense that it's a very traditional game. It's been around a long, long time, and it can be exciting. And we have two young teams with a lot of talent.
I was delighted. The fact that it was snowing. I mean, I wanted it to snow.
Oh, this is going to be so cool.
It helped the atmosphere immensely.
And you can see it's nice and fluffy, the snow falling inside. We'll tell you a little bit about the weather in a moment, but tailgating is the order of the day.
We left only in at 6 a.m.
How long you guys been out here?
8 o'clock when they opened the lot.
Well, we got 6 grills on the car. We got chicken wings going in an Army helmet. We got stir fry going in a hubcap. We got a saw blade that's doing bacon. We got a Craftsman toolbox for our shish kebabs and a rake for our hamburgers and hot dogs. And we have a filing cabinet we're cooking pizzas in.
Would you scalp your ticket?
No way.
No. Not even
Missed
consider
this
it.
for the world.
No.
Never. Not for this, not the first time. These guys out there begging for tickets, no way.
Let's go Sabres!
Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo!
Best time in the world. Where else would you rather be right now?
Hello and Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Bob Costas. The rink is just off to my right, and directly behind me, there's an auxiliary rink where a number of youngsters are skating and playing hockey themselves, part of the Winter Wonderland setting here. Also part of the scene, Mike Milbury, who was out there skating with the kids. I know you played outdoors on the ponds when you were a kid. What's it like out there today?
This is surreal, Bob. These guys are going to come out of the ramp here like gladiators into the Coliseum and going to be faced with 2 rinks. One they're familiar with. That's where they apply their trade. They make their living. This is where they found their passion. This is where they got it from. This is just tremendous. What an atmosphere.
And to look at the youngsters when they saw their heroes coming out to head out onto the big ice surface, that was worth the price of admission alone for a lot of people, I think.
It's a great privilege to be here to be making history today. We have 2 phenomenal teams, and today we're being broadcast all over the world and to our troops in Afghanistan. I've just come back from Afghanistan, and our troops are the most amazing troops in the world. They give unconditionally to protect our nation. We give them our prayers, and today we think of you with all our hearts and all our love. I dedicate God Bless America to you, and I ask all of Buffalo to sing with me, God Bless America, for our troops. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair. the solemn breath. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless you.
What a wonderful salute.
It's a party atmosphere here with 73,000 of your closest friends.
We got a guy driving deep, a guy driving the net. If we have nothing, we're going behind the net. And we always got the guy in the high slot. But it's a five-man attack here. We have a five-man attack. Defenseman, we got to get a guy get up, join the rush here. Puck's got to go to the net. Don't pass up going to the net. Let's look for rebounds. Solid 20. Let's win the first 20. Here we go. Come on. Come on, boys.
And the Winter Classic is set to go on this brand new rink at the center of a football field where Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas turn it over to Sidney Crosby and Ryan Miller.
Doubled back up on the boards, but brought back in over the line. Crosby going to the net. He got checked by Miller. The rebound, they score.
Colby Armstrong after Crosby with a dash by the defense. And it's 1-0 Penguins. 21 seconds in.
Well, the elements come into play the first shift.
The timing on passes and is going to be delayed. You're not going to get that puck as a 2-year-old teammate as fast as you might like.
They're gonna scrape, I think.
And the two Zambonis are back out on the ice, Paul Hamilton.
Yes, they are, and the reason being when they cleaned the ice before the teams came out with the snow coming down the way it was, when they were flooding the ice, the snow would hit that water, it would freeze on it, made a very bumpy ice surface, plus of course the snow buildup that we've had in the first half of the period. So both coaches have agreed that yes, this needs to be done.
We got to get skating, and we got to keep driving the net. Keep driving the net on this guy. If we don't have anything, get it below the goal line, get it behind the net. We've had a couple good opportunities. We got to go out and win a period to win a game. Let's go win this period. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on.
We've gone from heavy snow to none at all to a little mist that's coming down.
Steps in over the line, left it to Connolly. Connolly looking for the trailer, got it across ice. They shut, they score! Brian Campbell! Brian Campbell rips it home. Buffalo has tied it at 1.
A nice pass by Conley, who waited for Campbell to get in position, and Campbell made no mistake on the 30-footer.
Oh, what an atmosphere. A deafening roar for the home team's goal.
Patrick Kane said they're working class people. They love their outdoor sports. And as someone named Barbara Paula, whose husband wrote a book called Home Ice about backyard hockey rinks, said, if you live in areas where there are backyard rinks, then you carry your sunshine with you. You don't get it from the sky. You get it from within. These people are happy, and they are wading through another bit of tending to the ice in this backyard rink in the middle of a football stadium.
But how about the equipment? You take a look. There's an umbrella, and then you see the white towel there. It's covering up the sticks for the Buffalo Sabres players. And just like a golfer, when you have the conditions of rain or sleet or whatever it might be, you need to make sure that the sticks and the equipment are dry so that the players go out there, at least for a short period of time, will be able to hold on to that stick and have a good grip on it.
Oh, my! Campbell and Malone.
You have to be looking at it like the next goal is a huge one. Maximilianov, quick shot by Vanek, blocked, and the puck flutters through the air, and Derek Roy couldn't put it in behind goaltender Ty Conklin. Oh, he almost got that one.
Roy hit the puck when it was up in the air and thought he had one for sure.
And the horn will end the second period.
Pull it up in the slot, drive the far post, give this guy a chance to throw something in your feet, throw it on the stick, give yourself another opportunity. They've got lots of people in the middle. Let's just drive the far post, middle of the net, and look for a bounce or look for a break. One goal, we win a game. Let's go get it. Come on. Come on, White. Come on, boy. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here.
The fans, they're still into this. I mean, there have been a lot of.
They're singing along with Neil Diamond here. They're loving it.
And Rick, you mentioned it, and it's still true. I cannot find an empty seat right now. Looking around, even with the delays, it's a party. They're just having a great time here. They're prepared for the cold weather. They're taking their shirts off. They're doing whatever they need to do, and they're having a great time right now.
They said, why Buffalo, eh? And it's 73,000 people there. There's 20,000 over at their building. I tell you, Buffalo should be proud, I'll tell you that.
I hope all you folks at HSBC Arena are having a heck of an afternoon.
It's been jumping all afternoon long.
Falling on the play with Scaneri. Wraparound, baby! Just shut off Conklin.
Roy had nothing but net. He had a tap in there, and unfortunately, it looked like the puck bounced on him.
Jochen Hest off the draw to the net. The puck is loose. Out comes Gonchar, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. A hooking call as time runs out in the third period.
Colby Armstrong's going to get it for hooking right in front of the net.
And Buffalo will start overtime on a 4-on-3 power play.
And we wait for the Zambonis to make their way out on the ice. They'll have to resurface the ice again before we get the overtime underway.
Buffalo's 4-2 in games that have gone to extra time. They each have a point, but there's another huge point up for grabs here. Tim Connolly, Yaro Spacek, cross ice, Kotelik shoots, and Conklin made the save. Brian Campbell, Pominville shoots. Conklin's looking for the puck, and he got the quick whistle. What a surreal atmosphere. Shots like that through a screen in a blinding snowstorm.
Don't see that every day in the NHL, no.
Then they move 4-on-4. Crosby's on the ice with Colby Armstrong for Pittsburgh. And there's the horn that signals the change of ends. No dry scrape this time. Goaltenders Conklin and Miller will just pass at center ice. And the defensemen and the forwards will change spots on the bench again.
Finneganov tried to flip it out in front of the net. Right out in front, the shot deflects wide and goes in behind the goal.
What a chance Spacek had to end this game.
A shootout it will be.
And what a way to wrap up the Winter Classic.
And that snow is coming hard. And I don't see the Zambonis at this point, Jim.
I think they probably want to get this shootout going as quickly as possible. In a normal game, as you know, they would resurface the ice, at least the middle of the ice, before the shootout.
Yeah, Darcy Regier wanted to get a little atmosphere here.
Kotelik just waiting for a signal from the linesman.
Not one fan sitting down for the shootout. Listen to this.
They're all ready to go.
This is unbelievable.
And here we go. Kotelik taking the puck and coming in over the Pittsburgh line. Here's Kotelik. He shoots, scores! Kotelik ripped one by Conklin, and Buffalo takes the lead in the shootouts.
Christensen is the best at 13 out of 20.
Christensen in on Miller. Tried a backhand shot, and Miller stops it. Connolly can really put the heat on Pittsburgh here.
Save!
Coming in now on Miller. The tag backhand and scores.
Everyone standing.
Finneganov's not wasting any time. He rushes up, grabs the puck, and comes in now on Conklin. Took his shot, and Conklin makes the save. Well, guess who's shooting for Pittsburgh?
The game on his stick right here.
And he will try and win it for Pittsburgh. Crosby coming in on Miller. Crosby took the shot, scored! Crosby, and the Penguins won it in a shootout.
Snow flying in their faces as they celebrate. As kids, they might have done 20 years or so ago in a 2-on-2 game.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it's been a great experience, I think, for all of us. And to see the guys coming out every intermission to fix the rink and to move the snow. I remember having 3 guys shovel and stagger trying to get rid of the snow. So it definitely brings you back.
You know, great second period by us, and that kind of set up, you know, for an exciting finish. I thought, you know, both teams hit crossbars and posts, and there were some good chances. There's some big hits out there. I thought it was an entertaining hockey game from my point of view, and I love the fact that the fans are all standing up and kind of chanting with all the music and getting their, you know, really into it, and it felt, you know, it was a cool experience.
Buffalo, let's go, Buffalo, let's go, Buffalo.
Lindy, what does it say about Buffalo that you had 71,000 fans there? They never left. Most of them were standing.
It was. I looked, you know, on breaks. I just looked around. It was incredible. I mean, it just tells you we got some of the greatest fans, and I don't know if there would have been more than a few hundred people that left. When I looked around, there didn't seem to be an empty seat in the building, which was incredible.
There was a history-making game in the NHL on Tuesday as the Buffalo Sabres hosted the Pittsburgh Penguins in the very first outdoor game to take place in the United States.
How about the hockey yesterday, huh? The Winter Classic in Buffalo. It was just that, a classic.
The blast of winter weather didn't stop the big hockey game in Buffalo.
Hey, the sport, it's already played on the ice. Why not mix in a blizzard?
Speaking of weather, there was plenty of it during the Sabres.
Ice, snow, 70,000 fans.
I watched about 40 minutes of it, loved it. The players loved it. 70,000 fans outside loved it. Wilbon, did you love it?
Yes, I did love it, and I watched a lot more of that than any bowl game, and this was a lot more entertaining than any bowl game, even the Michigan-Florida game.
As the snow fell among the players, I was immediately transported back in time to the dozens of times I scored the game-winning goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Now, hockey is a great sport indoors, but there's something that makes it look special outside. This is the second time the NHL has done this, and I'm suggesting they should do it more often.